What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of our Terraria playthrough. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while, and apparently we're going to be ducking a goblin invasion pretty soon. I don't know, it's raining slimes, the fish are walking, and now goblins are invading. You would question how it could get any worse, but I really try not to ask that question, because honestly, every time you do, it gets worse, doesn't it? And so I don't like to, oh my god, are they here already? Oh no. Oh, that's not good. No! You stop that right now. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, okay, so I'm gonna stun lock you. I'm gonna try and get you real fast, but oh my god, they're everywhere. Okay, so this might be a little bit awkward. He can fire through walls, so you know he's gotta go. Like, there's so many of them. Like, how do we fix this? I'm gonna drink a potion real fast, because I can, and then I'm gonna murder you, and then the rest of you have gotta go. Maybe doing this from outside would be the best plan? I don't know. Either way, you get out of the way, please. Go! And so now I'm just going to fire arrows at him. I think it's probably safer to do it this way. I was planning on fighting a boss soon anyway, so I farmed up a lot of the things that I need in order to survive. But I think that if I can outfight him with a bow, oh my god, there's so many! Then again, there is a downside to me being outside my base too, and that is that I could technically lose my gear outside, I suppose. Oh my god, this is so terrible. Okay, so I've got him on the run right now. I'm trying to get him, like, out of my base, I think is what I'm going to try and do anyways. I'm trying to lead him off to the sides. The teleporting ones are the biggest problems, because you can't get the hell away from them. Like, they non-stop just teleport in over and over and over again. Our armor is not good enough to protect us from these guys. So that's the next thing. I tried to die on the right-hand side of the building, so that at least I would have, like, a little bit of leeway when it came to re-equipping myself and getting inside my inventory. But still, it's going to be a little bit odd here. I gotta get that over to there, see if I can just stay away from all the teleporting ones for just a minute. Unfortunately, the non-default gear that they're giving us is creating a problem for me. And so anyways, let me see what I can accomplish here. Yeah, they're gonna deal some damage right there. I know, you're here. I don't want to die too far from my base, though. And I can't focus on my inventory for a minute because... Wow, that teleportation is brutal, man. The fact that they just get to, like, teleport all over the place creates, like, a major issue for you. Where is my gear at? There it is. So we got that. We got the magic lantern going on. If I could just get some damn armor on, we'd be okay here. I need that over there. I'm going to keep running away. Maybe if I can run them off into, like, blight or something like that. Oh, good. We got spiky balls over here, just in case you needed some spiky balls. I'm going to try and get my bow back out so I can start playing around with some of these guys. The archers are concerning, and they gotta go. So there's that right there, and while the other ones catch up, okay, so we got a little bit of distance in between us. I think we may want to go. I've got a quick musket. How fast can I actually fire that? 84. That actually does a decent amount of damage. I may just use the musket to get my way through this. We may not have any other option. Let me eat some of that food real quick. I've got so many things on me right now that, like, this is not a good day for me. This is not a good day for me, although it is a really intense episode. So anyways, I feel like I wasn't ready. Maybe I shouldn't have burst that bubble already. This might have been a mistake. I may have pulled the trigger on the wrong... Did they leave? Like, if they left... Let me get that back in. It looks like we've got full health, so I'm feeling better about our chances here. If I go back to my house, do they come back too? Because the little invasion bar went away. Ooh, sniper. Get rid of you real fast. Got a couple more of these little dudes around. I wonder... Oh, no, there they are right there. Okay, so they do come back. I wonder if they loot my base. That'd be weird. Either way, they can have it. Don't seem to be very good at archery, so... I missed. Oop, that one fell down a hole. Although I've got that one beat it in, so we might be able to hold off a couple from right there. There we go. Get dealt with, goblins. Get dealt with, goblins. Oh, man. You guys are behind me now? That's really sort of unfortunate, isn't it? Alright, well, let's fall back this way. The archers are actually pretty troublesome, too. Just because I gotta stun lock them to death real fast. There we go. Get a little bit of health back. I'm gonna fall back a little bit further. We're only 15% of the way through the invasion. That's not good. Okay, well, let's put a couple more arrows on them as they come through. If I can keep them from attacking, that would be the best possible solution for everybody. There it is. Get dealt with. Call me Hawkeye, son. Getting dealt with, Avengers style. On the plus side, I might make a lot of money off this, so, you know, that's one thing that we could look into if we actually manage to survive this thing. I've already used up a huge chunk of my ammo, though. I guess we just snipe them from outside the field. Yeah, that looks like a pretty effective tactic, actually. See if I can fire over that hillside just barely. Couple down over there. Pretty good archers, actually, all things considered, but it's when they start to circle me like this that it becomes the most risky. That's a pretty good musket right there if you can fire it that fast. It's a solid musket. What are you? You don't even have any weapons, dude. Who did you piss off? You must have made your commander real mad. Alright, so we got a couple of archers over in here. Let me get rid of you. Get rid of this group. Real fast. We got a goblin warrior right there. He's going to be a tank. He's going to eat up a whole bunch of damage. Goblin invasion being all kinds of crazy. It took myself forever to dig myself out of my base over there. This base was not set up for a goblin invasion. Was not the place you wanted to be when this went off. I think fighting them in an open field is by far the better option. We may make it. We might. We might not. I don't really know. I think I've got... What else do I have? I have a zombie banner right there. I have throwing knives. Are they dropping anything that I can make use of? Spiky balls. Ow, you little bastard. What are you doing? Hey, stop. You're adding insult to injury right now. How about you do something useful, my flying friend, and help me fight these goblins? So what does this do over here? So if I use spiky balls... Oh, wow, those are pretty good. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe I'll use some of those then. It looks like I can re-pick them up, too. Alright. Well, hell. As you like it, then. I suppose I'm just going to focus on wiping these guys out with spiky balls. Oh, they don't jump over the pit. No! Alright, note to self. Fill in all pit, otherwise spiky ball no good. I always like to do my things sort of in like a pigeon English when I leave instructions for myself because I'm kind of dumb like that. And so anyways, let's go ahead and get you guys all worked up real fast. Sorry about that, I clicked off screen. I have a dual screen, and it cancels my recording when I click off screen. It is what it is. There's no way for me to fix that right there. Oh, no. So, see, this is where we've got trouble now. I need to run past you, drink a potion, maybe keep my health from expiring, maybe kill a couple of wizards, too, while I'm in here, maybe gain the ground again that I had before, shoot some arrows at you guys until you fall into a spiky pit that's full of spiky balls. Sure, why not? If I can kill you with my balls, that's what I would prefer to do. That's a pretty manly way to take out your foe. Just, like, spike your balls and then hit them repeatedly with it, teabag style, just like, wah! I would quit after the first slap. I'd be like, you know what, this combat just does not seem worth it to me, but yeah, I have dual screen, and so I clicked off my screen on accident. Cancels my recording, just about breaks everything, unfortunately. I actually don't even know what it did to the other recording. I'm a little bit worried about it now. I guess I'll figure it out along the way. If this all ends up being broke at the end of the day, I'll cry myself to sleep, and you guys will just miss the goblin invasion. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not going to think about negatives right now. How come you're not picking up the spiky balls? Did they just stay there? Alright, so let's get some more arrows fired. So glad that I made the gold bow. Such a nice little default weapon to fall back on when nothing else is working out. Kill that bird thing. And again, I have clicked off screen. My god, I need to stop doing that. It's because I put my cursor on the thing that I want to click when I go into combat, when I'm trying to fire a ranged weapon. And so it makes my life easier. I jumped right into that one, didn't I? One of you guys should drop a heart. That's what you should do. Like, nope, we're goblins. We don't have hearts. None of that stuff over here. Alright, so there's a spiky ball right there. Fight your little compatriot here. I'm going to try and go up the hill before that wizard gets the better of me. And then they'll stop spawning if I go up here because I think I'm too far from my base. It looks like there's actually kind of like a blockage in their spawning abilities. We'll kill you guys off real fast. Is my potion ready to go again? It is, so let's keep pumping health into myself as long as I can. Maybe sniping downhill while available here. Ah, I missed that one. I need to make every bullet count too, unfortunately. I'll just wait till they jump. Ah, can't even do it that way properly. Alright, so 20 more health right there. I'm going to try. Can I drink another potion yet? We ready to go? Another potion? No? No more potions? I got 32 seconds. Okay, so we're going to have to wait this one out. We're going to have to play this one very, very carefully because, my god, this has gotten intense. There's so much money laying around, though, and I want it all. There we go. A little bit more cash. It appears as though goblins have got, like, the Skrilla. They are holding it down. Whatever their entrepreneurial endeavors are, they appear to be killing it on the goblin stock market, so I don't even know if that's a thing, but either way, I need to go up here where they can no longer spawn so that they can't bother me anymore. The wizards are what I worry about the most. The wizards are downright just nasty. You don't want them around. I'm going to try and get that bird while it's over here, too. Go away, birdie. I ain't got time for you. I'm dealing with real green problems right now. Wretched green problems. Maybe that's why they're invading, because I talk about them in those terms. I'm like, they are wretched, they're disgusting, and they are awful. Do you guys actually drop any loot other than the spiky balls? Like, can I get something good out of this? I've killed a lot of you so far. We're 83% of the way through the goblin invasion. This might work out if we're careful. Alright, another potion down the hatch. Try and get that bird out of the way real fast. Hit you. Come on, goblin. Step up out of that hole. You know you want to. There it is. So one more down. He's got some spiky balls on him as well. But it's going to be nighttime now. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about dealing with goblins in nighttime, but I guess we'll have to make it work. There we go. Another one bites the dust. If I could just get that shot up and over that hill, just barely, we could do some real damage here. There it is. Oh, you guys back up. I will point blank you, son. You better watch out. Got that bow, and I'm ready to use it. Know what's up. Put a bow on you like you're a present at Christmas time. You get dealt with, my goblin friend. You will get dealt with. God, that was horrible at the beginning. I got worked. Wow, that got intense really, really quickly. You get used to being an apex predator, and then you find out very rapidly that you may not be the apex predator you thought you were. Okay, so we need to fall back. They got too many archers amassed now. And the archers, even worse, are able to fire at me from over here. Let's get you guys out of the way. If I could just kill all you guys off, that would be great. And so now that I've got you worked back, it looks like we got a couple of percent left. We made it 96%. Almost the duration of entire episodes eaten up on killing goblins. Do they run away after I finish this, or how does that go down? Or do I have to get to, like, 100% and then finish off the stragglers? I don't care. I mean, I'll run these guys down. They came to my home and they tried to threaten me and my friends. Oh, we got the achievement, Goblin Punter. Aw, yeah. It's nice to know that we have like a future in the Goblin NFL, the GNFL, as it were. All the NFL that you're used to, just a little bit more G in it. Alright, so a couple more of you guys down. You're going to fire an arrow at me, aren't you? Okay, so I'd like it if the goblins with the arrows at least dropped arrows, because we went through a lot of arrows in there. I think we're going to have a brief recuperation time, and as I understand it from now on, they have like a 1% chance of spawning from here on out. I think once we get past this point. How's our cash flow looking? Did we make a lot of money off that? We made like no money off that. That was ultimately fairly pointless for us, unless the spiky balls are worth a lot of money, and in that case we might be able to make a little bit of cash off of it, but who even knows anymore. Got that copper sword over here that I dropped along the way. Okay. God, that was nasty. That was challenging, to say the least. Face was torn off by a goblin sorcerer. They broke through our doors, no joke, too. So I'm thinking we may want to come up with, in case that happens again, the idea that I have anyways, is that maybe we take, I don't know, maybe we take some kind of like gate system and put it out here. I think I'm gonna pick up as many of these as I can. And I think I'm probably just going to get rid of them. Considering the amount of times that I died out here, I don't think I'm going to count any of those. I'll count the first one, but all the rest. Goblin sorcerers. I think building our base in this little room up here was a mistake. I think that's ultimately what made it such a big problem for us to get out of our base. Let me destroy some of these gravestones because they're everywhere. Put on all of our random trinkets again because we have them, so we might as well. Got some demonite right there. Get rid of the short swords. God. Every single time I die, I've got to go back through and figure out where all this stuff goes. Bring that on back. The doors, at least, were not broken, so we've still got our doors. I can place those back where they go. It seems as though they're uprooted from the ground after we finish, so that's fine by me. Damn, what an adventure. What an adventure. Okay, so now that all of the danger has gone for the moment anyways, I'm going to put my goggles back on too because I like the way they looks and they makes me happy. I don't know about the leather or what I'm going to do with that. I haven't really contemplated it yet. I'm going to try and keep throwing weapons on me just in case the boss spawns. I think he spawns after you blow up a couple of those random things, so we might want to go off to the east and blow up a few more of those spheres, if for nothing else but to get some bullets maybe. But let's take a second, and it might be an okay plan. Got a demon bow. How much better is that? It's only 12 better. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about the demon bow then. I'm going to try and stack up my demonite so that I can make some demonite weapons or something. Maybe like a demonite pick or any of that stuff would be better than what I have right now. I'd like to, let's go back over here. I need to get some gray bricks made, I think. And so I don't know exactly where all those gray bricks are at. I thought I had a whole bunch of these. Are they inside of here? Where'd my gray bricks go? There they are. I knew I had some of them around here somewhere. And what I'd like to do for right now is maybe consider walling this off for a little bit. It might not be the worst plan that I've ever had. And so let's get rid of that sapling right there. I actually don't know if that's where I want all this to go either. I'm going to think about it for a minute. Let me flatten this out as well. We'll turn this into like a little cobblestone area, I guess, inside of our base. I don't think there's going to be too many more things running around, but oh my god. That was some intensity right there. That was a greater challenge than I was expecting at this point. And there's definitely like a way that you beat them. Like there's kind of like a strategy to it where you kind of got to dither along the edges of the playing field or whatever to make it work. But oh my god, that got intense way too quickly. So where is my hammer at? Where is my hammer at? Hammer at, hammer at. That sounds like one of those guys that would have ruled like Egypt or like Babylon way back in the day. I am Hammerrat, ruler of Babylon. I thought you used to be able to equip more than one shackle back in the day. They must have nerfed that though. Where's my hammer? Did I not bring it with me because I wasn't planning on building anything? Aha. Well, there you go. My own logic has been undermined. So there we are. I've got that. I don't think that I need too many of these things. Let me take the spike balls out, I guess. We'll take the shurikens out too. We'll take the throwing knives out for right now. I know I said I needed those for the boss, but just not going to think about it for a little bit. I'm just going to leave it where it is. We got the demonite ore right there. I don't want my inventory to be full of random stuff is my main point here. For the blue banners, I think we should be fine. I thought I had a zombie banner too. I do. The zombie banner is kind of badass. I don't know. Maybe put this up here. Like, I don't know. Maybe put it right there and then hang up Mom's special blue friend over here. Where did that go? Mom's special friend. There it is. Mom's special blue friend that I found in the sock drawer. We'll put that, like, right there. No, that's not spaced properly. That's going to bother me. That's going to bother the hell out of me. It's weird that you use a pickaxe to pick up, like... I suppose I could do this a lot more effectively by just hookshotting up here, huh? Yep, that's Splattercat, though. Never paying attention to the resources that he has available. Alright, so we got that right there. Let me bash out this wall back here. And in the interest of making my life a little bit safer, I'm going to spend the rest of the episode sort of, like, not walling us in, I guess... But I'd like to make some kind of reinforced firing zone that I can get up on, like a wall, basically, that I can fire arrows off of, while at the same time being protected from my hindquarters. So maybe get rid of that tree right there, maybe get rid of those, take this down one more layer so I can put in maybe brickwork or something. Yeah, that'll do it. God, I love how fast this gold pickaxe is. It is the best. Getting it done. Doing a job, using my pick. It is so awesome, you know that is sick. There we go. So we got that. Put in some more cobblestone right here. Make this all look civilized. Civilized. And then from this spot, I think that what I'd be interested in doing is maybe making like a portcullis type deal. I don't know how tall I want this to be in reality, but tall enough, I suppose. Tall enough. And so there it is. It's not going to help us with the sorcerers, but if we can separate the sorcerers from the herd, it shouldn't be too bad either, I don't think. So if we can get back up here, there we go. Maybe do a little bit of something like so. There it is. And so I think that might work for us for now. I am not so sure. Let's take the hammer, and I'm going to try and round that out a little bit. My little thingamadoobie is all up in my way right now. And so how does this work with the gates? Let's go back. I need to investigate the possibility of making myself a gate very quickly. And so I'm going to grab whatever materials I have, but I wanted to make an iron gate or something. We got copper. We've got that. That should be everything that we need, I hope, anyways. Let's go back over here. We'll take a look. I hear the sound of a star falling right now. And what I had wanted to do is what am I lacking right now that's making my crafting list so tiny? We've got an iron door. That could be a better call. We've got a chimney right there. We've got an iron fence. I thought I saw a gate around here somewhere, though. In fact, I'm fairly positive that I saw a gate around here, like a big gated thing that I could put in position. But it looks like I might be lacking in material. Oh, I don't have any wood on me right now. That would be the problem. That explains why I'm not seeing so many things right now. I need an axe in order to properly chop down a tree. I should probably grab that star while I'm up there, too. So, yeah, anyways, we'll grab... Yep, there's the axe. Play a game of little grab axe right now. I used to have a coach who would say that all the time. He'd be like, y'all running around the field playing grab ass. You better get them laps run. He was really into grab ass. I don't know. It was a word that he was constantly using. So apparently wherever he came from, whatever culture he hailed from, grab ass was an important game to that group of people. And so the only way that he could sort of just like rectify what we were doing out in the field is by comparing it to those classic games of grab ass that he used to play as a child, presumably with his uncle or whoever the hell else it was. I think I see another star. Yeah, a star is born. Oh man, I left some of my stuff out here. Oh damn, don't I just feel like a jackass right now. Okay, so let's get that. I'm gonna chop down a couple of trees, not a whole lot, just a few. It's weird how zombies haven't been invading lately. Is it just me or is that weird? See, as I bring it up, there he is right there. See, I knew you guys would be around somewhere. See, I knew it. I just knowed it. Deep down in my stomach, I knowed it. Let's kill you off. I heard a star fall, but I don't know where it fell at. I think it looks like it fell over here. If the star falls, you actually get a star launcher later in the game. It's pretty badass. Lets you like one-shot everything, or at least it did the last time I played. We got 5 arrows from right there. Good, because I need some more arrows. My arrow game is not on point anymore. I used up like all of my ammo trying to fight off that invasion. Whoa, what are those green eyes right there? Hold on. Alright, I've seen the red eyes, and I'm familiar with brown eyes, but green eyes. Alright, I guess you guys fly off then. Don't bother me any longer. Pester me no further, amigo. Let's chop a couple of trees. We got like 2 minutes left to make this thing happen. Cappin'. And so now that we got enough wood, run back to base. And that might explain why we weren't able to make ourselves any of the really fun stuff here. I'd like to make a gate or something, though, to go with that. And I'm going to make a background. You'll all see what I'm going to work at in just a minute. For right now, I don't think I have the materials available to finish off the whole thing, but I'm going to get it started. And it's going to be basically like an outer wall on each side. I'm going to try and make some kind of blockade or wall or something. He's talking about fishing with the dynamite guy, obviously talking about dynamite. That seems to be one of his big passions in life. Explosives and the distribution thereof. Let's stop on this side. Now that we got the wood, what can we do? So, yeah, there we go. We got a much bigger list now. So, where is my gate hiding at? We can make an iron door. That is a thing we can accomplish. Right there, we've got a trap door. We could make a death pit on that side where they could step on the trap door and it would just drop them all down into the death pit. We could fill it up with spike balls and they would just fall down there and die. That may be kind of a cool idea. Or fill it with water so that they drown, whichever you prefer. I guess for right now, until I figure out where the gate went, I'm going to go with an iron door, I guess. It only costs us 4, and so I assume it probably has a lot more HP than like a normal wooden one. So let's bring it over here. Drop that into a slot wherever it goes. And technically, I could just break this up when the invasion is incoming. Drop that right there. And then I can break up the back too. And then what I'd like to do here is if I can create like a little... I mean, I don't need this to be here because I have the hook shot. But I don't want to rely on it too heavily. But that would allow me to get up on the wall right here and fire downwards at the enemies that are coming at us. Cool. I like the idea. I'm going to break it off right here, I think. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me as we held off the Goblin invasion. Very intense. I thought our game might be over for a little bit. We were getting our asses whooped there for a minute. I'm going to work on this stuff over here. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care, everybody. And as always, a fond farewell and hi-do from me to you. Bye, everybody.